Countries, Iran and the United States. There is no love lost between the two. They have been enemies for a long time now. But in the recent days, the tensions have exploded. From the nuclear deal to an alleged killing plot, Tehran and Washington are at loggerheads. So let's begin with the first issue, the Iran nuclear deal. In 2015, Iran and 6 other world powers emerged out of months of negotiation. The result was a historic nuclear deal with Tehran, which was formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Iran agreed to limit its nuclear activities, and in return, its crippling economic sanctions were to be lifted. All was well until 2018. Then US President Donald Trump felt that the deal did not go far enough, so he decided to walk away from it. Since then, tensions have escalated between the two countries. The Iran nuclear deal has seen a lot, but countries are still scrambling to save it. This time, the deal even looks within reach. Earlier this week, the European Union presented their final text, one that they said that non-negotiable. Iran has said that it has been studying the text. Today, it said that European Union proposal could be accepted. This is if Tehran gets assurance on all of its key demands. This is a positive sign for everyone involved in the nuclear deal, especially for the United States and the European Union. Both sides are desperate to reach a deal. If it is reached soon, 1 million barrels of oil per day could enter the market, something that could help relieve the global energy crisis. Currently, Iran cannot sell its oil on the global market, but if a deal is reached, it will allow Tehran to do so. So any deal will be a major victory for Europe, especially as it faces a potential emergency this winter. Now, this brings us to issue number 2, an alleged assassination plot. An Iranian has been charged in the United States. His crime? Well, a plot to kill former US National Security Advisor John Bolton. Shahram Poursafi is a member of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards. According to Washington, Poursafi was offered to pay an individual $300,000 to kill Bolton. This was likely in retaliation to Soleimani's assassination 2020. Poursafi also mentioned the possibility of a second target. He said that his target could earn the assassination at least $1 million. US officials have not said who the second target was, but according to reports, it was former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. The Justice Department says that Poursafi remained at large. The IRGC member is believed to be in Iran. Both Bolton and Pompeo have been fierce critics of Tehran, so it isn't surprising that they were on the hit list. But Tehran has denied all assassination claims. This, as they have called it, as fiction. It also warned the US against any action that targets Iranian citizens. But a nuclear deal and an assassination plot are not all. The tensions between the two have been reached at a very high stage. Russia launched an Iranian satellite into orbit from southern Kazakhstan. The Qaim is a Russian-built Canopus V Earth observation satellite, what many are calling a spy satellite. Iran says it wants to use the satellite for non-military purposes, but the West thinks it could be used by Moscow to assist its intelligence operations in Ukraine. The claims have, however, been rejected by the Iranian Space Agency. It says that it has exclusive control over the satellite from day one. This is not the first time Iran has been accused of aiding Russia. In the Ukraine war earlier, Washington had claimed that Tehran wanted to sell hundreds of armed drones to Russia. Reports suggest that a Russian delegation visited an airbase in central Iran not once but twice. Now, new reports suggest that Russian officials have begun training on drones in Iran. They call this a part of the agreement on the transfer of drones between the two countries. Moscow sees Tehran as a key partner and potential source of arms. Both countries are diplomatically isolated. They are heavily sanctioned by the West and they share a common adversary in Washington. However, Iran denies any such claims of selling drones to Russia. It says that it will not militarily assist in a conflict that it wants to end.